to give decision power to farmers.
The scaling of proven action.
You need to scale up proven practices that can help farmers to address climate change.
Markets and value chains.
Scaling up proven action practice, I think it's most pressing.
It's very important for women to have an equitable outcome.
Las metas en mitigación no deben comprometer las metas en seguridad alimentaria, ¿no? Más bien fortalecerlas y promoverlas.
The nutrition problems in the country, in all the countries that are representative, are very severe and they're not being addressed.
A lot of solutions are out there, so we need to really take the one that is existing and see how we can take advantage of what we have to solve the problem at hand.
I think that farmers have a lot of the answers to these issues, and they have been implementing them from years and years.
Income is integral to adaptation, it's integral to food security.
Reaching food security itself is quite urgent, and there are many good examples, good solutions existing, but we need to scale them up urgently.
We are working on constructing a participatory early warning systems. So this is where we are giving a lot of power and voice to farmers by they are letting us know which are the indicators that can help us to predict what's going to happen in terms of rain, in terms of droughts, and then according to that, so the communities can be ready to manage these climate risks.
We have the example of this use of ICT. ICT tools which can help farmers to disseminate information on climate change. What kind of crop to plant, what kind of seed to plant, what time should they be planting them. These are things that are not available. Given the fact that if you look at in many countries in ACP, the formal extension systems, they are broken down. Okay? So we're now using ICTs. We're taking advantage of the fact that in many ACP countries, the rate of internet connectivity and penetration is becoming so high.
We have gathered a lot of experience with adaptation projects, with helping poor people to adapt to the impacts of climate change. But what we are now trying to do is developing a strategy for ourselves. How can we help scaling this up? Where can we also generate resources for doing this? And how can we better share our knowledge and experience with all these other institutions who are working in these areas?
We, the researchers, conventional researchers, we need to learn from the way farmers do their business.
So I think that we need to give voice to the farmers, tell us what they have been doing, and then just work with the scientific community.
Get this information of farmers' practices, of policies, and use of ICT tools that are existing and we are proving to show that they can contribute to helping farmers to address climate change.
Engaging boys and men in the discussion of how to reach an equitable result with women.
We felt that small producers need to be connected with vibrant markets, with global value chains.
Really get together and coordinate, exchange the experience, and then find the right solutions which are appropriate to a certain community or to a certain region. We really also need to look at the local context.
Es importante que se promueva la inversión, ¿no? Especialmente en temas de adaptación que pueden generar co-beneficios en mitigación, y también los mecanismos de financiamiento deberían generar sinergias en metas de seguridad alimentaria y metas de mitigación.
To accept the kinds of financial flows and the advisories, and that requires a long-term process. So we must recognize that building local institutions requires long-term. We have to think of creative ways of reaching these local institutions, such as savings groups, microcredit groups, those issues.
We need to get to the decision makers and those that have power. In some countries it's the National Planning Committee, in others, and particularly in Latin America, it's the Ministry of Economics and Finance, and they need to take on board.
It can be done if more of the funding is either given to an organization instead of the government, so that it will reach the hands of the farmers to increase the production that we need to create food and nutrition security.